Here's your high hopes here on a Tuesday. So glad you're with us. I'm Eric Connor.
I'm Stella Escovedo. Thank you so much for waking up with us. Get ready. It's going to be another hot day out there today. So you've been warned.
Yes, consider this your warning right now. And also, if you can, spend your time outside now in the morning hours because we're looking at triple digits for some inland valleys. Ramona, you may get all the way up to 101 degrees today. Right now in PB, the marine layer is starting to get a little thicker, but just along the coast. You see an east-facing camera as we watch for that sun to come up here officially in 3 minutes from now. The sun will warm us up pretty rapidly here. Heat advisories in effect, excessive heat warnings in effect as well. So I'll let you know the reason for the heat and how hot things are going to get, and there is a cool down in sight, so all those details coming up. For now, a quick check of traffic right here. No major incidents. This is a pretty good time to hit those roads. Stella and Eric.
Netta, thank you so much. It is an important milestone in the battle against COVID. This morning, 70% of adults in the U.S. are now partially vaccinated against the virus. News 8 7 Ronnie is live at the County Administration Building with a closer look at the numbers. We're doing even better here in San Diego County, right?
Yeah, that's right. The number nationally for anyone 12 and older is at 67%, whereas here in San Diego County, those 12 and older, our number is at 70%. So it's kind of a different number based off of what the county is giving out versus what the national numbers are. Again, the county saying anyone 12 and older, they've hit 70% now versus the number from the White House saying that adults 18 and over have hit that 70% milestone. So San Diego County doing slightly better regardless. Though, cases still continuing to rise in terms of the Delta variant, where that 7-day rolling average continues to be higher over the last 7 days compared to this time 1 year ago last summer. This also comes as many states are now reapplying those mask mandates.
The numbers that we're seeing are unbelievable.
In the states with the highest case rates, daily vaccination rates have more than doubled.
And it also shows that the states and the counties that have the lowest rates of vaccination also have the highest rate of spread, including here in San Diego County. We're in East County. Vaccination rate is at 12.6%. They have one of the highest rates of spread across the country. Nearly 128,000 new COVID-19 cases were reported in the U.S. on Monday, along with 451 deaths. That means despite vaccination efforts, more people are falling ill with COVID-19 this summer than during last summer's peak. According to the CDC, an overwhelming majority of people admitted to hospitals and dying of the virus are those who are unvaccinated. Some doctors say virtually all of their patients that are in the ICU are unvaccinated, showing evidence that all vaccines, all three of the major vaccines, offer good protection against the worst outcomes since the virus started. And doctors and medical experts are also reiterating that although the concern right now is largely surrounding the Delta variant, there is a possibility that future variants of the virus could be more contagious or bring people to worse outcomes. Again, the biggest thing that they are stressing right now is that people get vaccinated. Once you are fully vaccinated, and not just partially vaccinated, but fully vaccinated, if you would like that extra layer of protection, you can continue wearing your mask outside in public. It's also still recommended by the CDC that you wear your mask in indoor public settings. Outside of the county administration building, Stella, Eric, I'll send things back over to you.
Evan, thanks. California's largest healthcare system just announced a vaccine mandate for all employees.
Yeah, Kaiser Permanente saying it's aiming to vaccinate its entire workforce by September 30th. Now, the mandate is different from California's requirements. Unvaccinated Kaiser employees will not have the option of getting tested weekly. They have to either get vaccinated or apply for a medical or religious exemption.
This morning, nearly half of California's population is under a mask mandate as more counties require them indoors. Starting today, San Francisco and 6 other Bay Area counties are reinstating the mask mandate for everyone, regardless of vaccination status. San Diego is not under any mask mandate at the moment. This morning, one of the first school districts in our state to reopen has now seen an uptick in COVID cases, although it's unknown where that transmission occurred.
The Sweetwater Union High School District started the new school year nearly 2 weeks ago. News 8's Chris Groh joining us live near East Lake High School with the very latest. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Eric and Stella. And look, the numbers, when you do look at them, they do appear to be pretty small. 58 total cases in the last about 2 weeks since yesterday out of nearly 40,000 students, staff, and teachers. That's 0.145%, not even 1% of the entire population. But as this teacher is pointing out from Sweetwater, or actually I should say from Eastlake High School here, it's not necessarily about the cases just yet, but about the policy in which they are actually quarantining some of those that are positive.
Our Teachers Association representatives on site had a very vigorous conversation last night about this assembly, about the safety of things on campus. Is it really safe for us to be open at all?
That's Dr. Thomas Lead, a science teacher here at Eastlake High School, where, again, as of Monday, 8 COVID cases have been reported. But as for the district's quarantine policy, it mandates anyone that tests positive must stay home for 10 days and can only return with a negative test. But when it comes to those in contact with that person, because that's always been the issue with schools, is that a lot of people will be in contact as schools, kids, and staff all mingle. If they're vaccinated, they can remain on campus as long as they are symptom-free. If they're not vaccinated, they can still stay if they agree to a series of COVID tests over a 10-day period and remain testing negative. But as Dr. Leet points out, you can be contagious before your symptoms show, before you test positive, and while you're asymptomatic. We did speak with the district, and they told News 8 policies that they have crafted are based off of guidance from the CDC, San Diego Public Health Department, and the County Office of Education.
The cases are rising within the community, and so what we're finding is that that community spread has made its way onto our campuses.
And as for Eastlake High School, there have been some changes made. They have indeed gone ahead and canceled some indoor after-school events, but sports and an upcoming meeting there between the school and everybody going on like that, that is still planned to happen because it will be taking place outdoors. Eric and Stella?
Chris, thank you. Taking a look outside. It's going to be another warm one today.
Yes, today will be the hottest day of this heat wave now for the coast and for inland areas. So low 80s at our beaches. That is above normal. Mid upper 70s would be typical for us. We're going to be 5 to more than 10 degrees above normal for most spots today. Here's a beautiful view, though, Cardiff State Beach. And our waves, yeah, the surf will be elevated over the next few days. We're looking at a tropical storm Hilda way off the coast, but it's bringing up our waves here through at least Thursday. Heat advisory in effect through tomorrow night. This is for inland valleys because we're getting very close to 100 degrees for a lot of these hotter spots. Excessive heat warning for our deserts, that also until Wednesday night. They may extend that until Thursday night. But look at all of these advisories and excessive heat warnings affecting Southern California, but also Arizona, parts of Nevada as well, right there in Las Vegas. We do have a bit of a marine layer that's been building just over the past, I would say, 30-45 minutes. 65 degrees right by our coast right now with some clouds coming through. That Cardiff camera you saw, the clouds were just over the water. Here we are looking from Mount Soledad north, and it looks like it's working its way up right along La Jolla Shores, just over there. Miramar, your visibility is now down to 2.5, and then it's at 8 for Oceanside. It improved from 6 now to 8. So there are some spots where a little bit of low-lying cloud coverage could come through. Most of the county, though, you're in the clear. You're waking up to the sunshine. It's about to start shining on you. 70% relative humidity in places like Poway, but compare that to the dry conditions in Julian and Borrego. We're in the teens even at this hour. So that is very dry, and it's going to continue to drop over the next several hours into the afternoon. Afternoon highs downtown today, 81. Ramona, 101. Borrego, 115. You see where our normal temperatures would be. 90 is normal for Ramona. You're way above that. Borrego, 108 is normal for you. So a ridge of high pressures overhead. It's going to continue on. So I'll let you know when we'll get that gradual cooling coming up in a bit. A quick check of traffic here now, where you'll notice really nothing to speak of, nothing to really worry about. No major slowdowns, no major incidents. And there you go, a fairly decent commute for you to start off this Tuesday. Stella and Eric.